So I'm in the house the other day, and this nigga comes in there telling me your trunk is open. So I come out here, and my trunk is open. So today's what, Saturday the 6th of November. I come out here, my trunk is open again. Now, I remember I said, he said he crashed his fucking car, then he came in with a Nissan Sentra. He says, he been here with your dumb shit been happening. I don't know who the fuck he is. Somebody give him my master key for a Sentra, because he came over here as soon as I got fired, his car allegedly got hit. So if his car allegedly got hit as soon as I got fired from Lyft, and then he leave his bank shit over there, he probably got a car with a master key for this car, because he came with the same fucking Nissan. So if I was doing some dumb shit, he's driving the Sentra too, and then he can snap and open my door. I'm not stupid. Whether it's happening or it's not happening, I don't fucking care. I've been living this life for so long, I already know the games that people play. So if niggas is playing games, I'm gonna ask myself, is somebody playing a game? Because I'm not stupid like that. I've been parked out here for almost a fucking year with my car. Niggas came over here and dig in here as soon as I bought the car, trying to plant some type of device in my car. The cops, the local cops. The faggot ass cop came over here as soon as I got this car, put his fat ass hand right there and dented my fucking hood, feeling up under my wheel well right there. And he did the same shit. The same person that did this is the same person that did it to the rental that I had before from motherfucking Pep Boys to drive Uber. I switched up cars because they said to switch up cars. I got a smaller vehicle. I parked it right here. And when I came out, the same handprint was right there, the same indentation on that car. Then I went and bought this car. When I parked it here, I came out one morning, it's the same indentation right there. Like somebody put their whole weight on the car and was feeling up under the wheel well. Now for some particular reason, for this past week, all of a sudden my trunk is always open when I come in. So this is the new harassment tactic with these faggots, because they got nothing else to do. I've been parking my shit here for over a year, and I don't come outside with my trunk open. Now niggas is showing me, I'll open your trunk for you. That's all. Well, ain't nothing in there but a fucking tire. And this is just what they do to harass you, for you to say, oh, I don't want to live here no more. Because they done fucked up, and they so fucked up in the game right now that that's the last straw. Let's just make it uncomfortable for you to be here, because we don't want you here. And they talk about fucking Southern hospitality. They just want to go on my bag right here. That's all. That's all. They just want to go on my bag right here and steal my information. And like I was talking to somebody the other day, I can't walk into no fucking white man's motherfucking boardroom or company and just start telling him, tell me about your process. Tell me what you do. Open your books. Let me see what's going on. The only person that has that right is the board, investors, any major person that's a part of that corporation, or the actual state for regulatory purposes, or the IRS. These motherfuckers want me to give them my whole process. And that's what the fuck they do down here. Down here, these people are so fucking corny that they won't even create their own shit. So if they see that you're gonna be better than them, they come around to steal your ideas, steal your style, steal whatever they can from you, so they can always be ahead of you. That's a pussy move where I come from, because you don't got the gusto to put the fucking work in for yourself. You a goddamn fucking thief. I'm at the gym yesterday. I'm leaving. I'm leaving, niggas kicking the bag now. All these fucking white boys now got boxing gloves and kicking bags in gyms. That's why I be mad, because I should have fucking been rich already, not to deal with these pussies. I intentionally designed my life to retire at 32 so I can do ventured capital, so I can maintain my privacy and not have to be out here. But these crackers, they keep you poor. Because when you broke, you got to go to the gym, and then they studying you like a fucking animal. Oh, he boxes. What if he fucks me up? Let me go tell my son to start boxing. Let me start. And then they all start boxing like fucking, like they copycats, bro. They pussy and they copycats. That shit ain't gonna fucking change. I've never seen no childish people like this in my fucking life, man. Let me come out here and see my shit open again. And if it's a local cop that's doing it, you tell that motherfucker to stop opening my trunk, bro. Fucking been here all this time. I never had all these fucking problems since you fucking got here. I'm talking to me. Fucking faggot. I ain't had no fucking problem. They was breaking into shit, but all this weird shit going on since that nigga been there, bro. I'm tired of these fucking people down here, bro. I'm tired of them. And notice, once again, my trunk is open, and then as soon as I'm leaving, the Schneider National nigga's out there. So he's the one with the master key going through my trunk every night. Now, if I keep coming outside the house and my trunk is open, how I know nobody's not putting nothing in my trunk? That's what I be saying. Now he tells me, Brandon, your trunk is open. Maybe that was the last time this pussy nigga was there the other day. And then he left. Now his shit is back out here. My trunk is open before I leave the house. I'm telling you about these fucking faggots, man. They corny, bro. I'm telling you. And this is the shit about these people that I don't understand. You see these two white boys right here, whoever the fuck they are? They Chinese. They didn't do me shit. But they the first people that look like those people. They're the first people that look like those people. So at the end of the fucking day, when you see somebody, you like, oh shit, that look like them, and it ain't. And that's what they want. They want you to get upset because they're practicing white supremacy racism. And they want you to take it out on an innocent person. And then the real people who create the drama, they come and then they fuck you up. This is what they do in America, bro. This is what this whole fucking country is about. If they can't enslave you, find a way to enslave you as a minority and a black, and you ain't gonna do what they want you to do because you living like a free man. Let me tell you something about masonry, bro. Let me tell you something about masonry. Let's talk about that. Motherfuckers told me that they wanted me to join the Masons when I was 18 years old, when I was at City College. It's like, yo, man, join this and then join the Masons, then join the Masons. So I was like, fuck it, I don't care. I'll join. Something happened with my GPA because I was on a 3-year program where I had to take 21 credits a semester, 18 credits a semester, fucking 12 credits in the summer. I had to graduate in 3 years. If I had to graduate in 4 years like everybody else, I would have finished fucking pledging Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. And I probably would have joined the Masons because I kept being told to join. So long story short, I never joined because my Spanish professor came and told me, yo, you coming in late every fucking day. You sit on your 6th lateness, you come in late again, I'm failing you and dropping you from the class. That's a threat on my GPA, and it's a threat on me graduating on time in 3 years with the program. So I said I can't fail this program because I'm paying for it. Most motherfuckers, man, their parents are paying for their college education. Most people, they getting fucking full grants and whatever. They getting fucking scholarships. I had to work and pay for my education. So when I went to school, I fucking studied my ass off. I'm paying for it. Nobody's paying for my education. Out of everybody in the fucking graduating class that I knew in my friend zone, when we went to a little party after graduation, I said, how many of y'all motherfuckers right now really feel y'all earned y'all degree? I was the only nigga that raised my fucking hand. So they tell me they want me to join this Mason shit. I couldn't join. I just punched the fucking door. So now, when you think about it, It don't even make no sense, bro. You gotta join an organization for them niggas to tell you that you free to be a man. When every man is a fucking Freemason from birth. You a Freemason from birth. You born free. You got testicles. Testicles produce sperm. Once sperm touches an egg, it automatically creates a process of mitosis, which is automatic building. So what the fuck do I gotta go to another nigga for him to tell me what the fuck to do to make me free? Then you come out here living your life the way you supposed to. Nigga, I want this house right here, I'm about to go get it. Man, I want that land over there, I'm about to go get it. And then you got some motherfuckers coming up to you talking about, oh my God, what's wrong with this guy? He's running around like he's free. Hey, man. Then they start coming up to you. Hey, man. You know, hey, how you doing? Then they start studying you. Oh, is he a Freemason? Oh, is he a free builder? Oh, he's not a free builder. So let's put him back in slavery. Let's fuck up his life, make him do some dumb shit so he gotta be a slave and we can tell him what to do. So the only way to be out here and be partaking in market share and business is to go right back into some form of fucking mental MK Ultra slavery. Well, I'm associated with this and I'm associated. Nigga, they monitoring you, nigga. You think you joining this shit because they give a fuck about you or you still paying dues? The only reason they letting you operate and make more money is because they know that fucking with them, you gonna make more money, so they gonna make more money. So that's like joining a fucking glee club. That's like joining a motherfucking soccer team. So why do you have to be harassed for moving freely when you born free? Why do you gotta join an organization for a nigga to come and tell you that you free to be free? And you already born free. I've been living in this fucking place for over a year. Right? This is the second fucking time that I come outside and my trunk is open. How the fuck I've been living here for over 12 months, 24 months, and none of my trunks is open when I come home, and now all of a sudden, since the last week, my trunk's open twice. When I leave the house. Telling you, yo, and I'm gonna tell black people, all colored people around the world, this is what happens when you fucking keep bowing to motherfucking pussies, man. This is what happens when you keep letting pussy motherfuckers tell you what to do and fucking control your life. Because when they get to the point where you can't fucking do nothing about it, they just take advantage of you, bro. And then now you're in a position where you can't do shit about it. So what I'm gonna do? Go run call the cops? They powerful enough to go to the police office right now, or police department right now, and say, hey, I'll give you $1 million to shut the fuck up. They take the money because they're corrupt and greedy. I ain't saying they are, I'm saying people in general. It don't gotta be the police department. It could be niggas at Publix. It could be a nigga at this fucking package store. Don't matter who. And the whole point is to force move you to do something when you don't need to. Why are they doing that? I'm not doing shit to these people, bro. I don't really give a fuck about them. I'm just telling you about my experience with them and what they've done to me. I've never done shit to these fucking people. Honestly, I haven't done shit. I'm not a fucking liar. If I did some dumb shit, I'd be like, yo, I ain't gonna stunt, man. Yo, I fucking did this and I did that, and that's why they mad. I've never done nothing to these people. I don't know what the fuck their fixation is, bro. I don't know what their problem is. When you look at, if it's Schneider National, they got the master key, which it probably more than likely is, because they be having master keys for all the Freightliner trucks. When you own a trucking company like this, you in direct cahoots with the manufacturers, because they've jumped into the truck sales business years ago. They started to say, oh, this is another avenue of income stream. So if we can fucking put these niggas in a lease and then tell them they bought the truck, or we can say they're owner operator, but we get it at a discount. Let's say we can get each truck at $100 grand, flat rate. and we can put the nigga in the loan at $1.25, $1.35, $1.50. Even if it's $1.25 with the interest payment, it's still $1.50, almost maybe 300 grand. And now you driving around because they sold you a truck, but them niggas got the master key to every Freightliner. Schneider has the master key to every fucking Freightliner. They used to break in my truck all the fucking time. Freightliner don't even have more than 3-4 keys. So if you go buy the fucking Freightliner, nigga, anybody can break in your shit, nigga. That's why the nigga was mad in that video when I was working at Platinum when I had the Volvo. And he was sitting up in the motherfucking parking lot talking about, I hate Volvo. I hate Volvo. Yeah, you hate Volvo because you got a Peterbilt, and Peterbilt and Freightliner only got 3 motherfucking keys. If you got any one of them, you can open the goddamn door. So you think that if these niggas is powerful enough to have Freightliner master keys for trucks, that they can't just call some Nissan faggot, maybe the nigga that showed up from Monticello, Georgia over there, and motherfucking get a master key from his fraternal homeboy, and then they now fucking open in my trunk when I leave the crib? See, y'all motherfuckers need to understand that this is what happens when you get rich, nigga. You start fucking dealing with these dumbass rich fucking people, son. And they stupid. And most of them is white. And that's the fucked up problem, because they harass you with the white supremacy for real now. You think that y'all broke niggas is fucking under white supremacy, bro? You freer than everybody else. You think y'all niggas is less freer than Jay-Z? You think y'all niggas is less freer than Rihanna? These motherfuckers are so famous that no matter what they do or where they go, they fucking in prison. Because they surrounded by a whole bunch of people saying, we gave you all this money, motherfucker. So you gonna do what we want you to do. Because the money that come from them niggas did it. I did my albums years ago. I met the Jamaican nigga at the gym, and I thought we was cool. He owned a business here, so I said to him, I gave him my albums one day to listen to, and I guess he didn't know what to say. He know the music is good. He know that it's in line with the culture. He know that whatever, but due to the time that we in, he probably figured, yo, this shit is not gonna sell. So he walks up to me in the gym and he says, a black man never gave me nothing. And then he walked away. I sat and thought about that for months. And it hit me, you know? It's sad, bro. It's sad. He's coming from a destitute circumstance of a third world country. He know what he got to do. He doing it. Maybe he's associated with politicians back home. But the nigga's telling the truth. He never got nothing from somebody who wasn't of the Caucasian demographic. Because niggas, they ain't helping each other. One way or the other, they not. So he's not wrong. And what he's basically telling me is, even though your shit is authentic, it can sell, I believe in you, I can't go against my income. I can't go against. So now you understand why there's no cohesiveness within the black community or the minority community or the color community, no matter what, because no matter what, y'all broke. So money is always going to be the determining factor between being supportive of each other and not being supportive of each other. And when you at the position where nobody got nothing, everybody's for sale like prostitutes. And I documented it in my book. I mean, I don't understand why motherfuckers be mad when you talking the truth. They not doing that to Tucker Carlson. They not doing that shit to Jordan Peterson. So why the fuck they doing it to me? Because I am a nigger who knows the truth. That's why. When you're a nigger who knows the truth, now they feel threatened because you may band with other niggers and y'all feel the same way, but y'all of the opposite demographic. There's no reason for every time I come outside, my trunk is open. So now the nigga gonna up the ante. They watching the videos that I'm making. When they sent me to Schneider the other day, they did what they did on purpose. Now I've been living here for over a fucking year. That's why, even though I got mad, if he's down with the program, you heard on the camera, I told him, if you know who the fuck is doing this, you better fucking tell him to stop. If he don't know, at least he was told. Now, I gotta think outside the box because I'm not gonna jump all over him and it's not him. But I'm gonna let him know that if it is him, he better fucking get him to stop it. Because the last 3 times before when the Schneider National nigga came in, it was the Schneider National nigga that helped him allegedly pull the motherfucking AC unit from the window. Because the Schneider National nigga left after he pulled it from the window. So if he asked me to install it and he watched me install it, why the fuck did he ask me to uninstall it? Because that nigga's in on it. That's why. That's why I just barked on that nigga in the crib. I'm gonna tell that nigga right now, yo, let me tell you something, man. But this is the psychological harassment. Why do these people got a right to do that? Because they fucked up? Because I'm not the dumb nigger that they want me to be? That's not my fucking business. But they getting away with it. They getting away with it, bro. So that means whoever opened the trunk and went in the trunk, them niggas went through my bag. Probably took my laptop. Why you going through my fucking bag? Why you opening my trunk? I'm gonna say it again. In order for me to be opening my trunk, I'd have to be pressing the motherfucking button on the key. I'm not opening my trunk. My key stays on the desk when I go in the house. If I've been here for all this time and my key has been on the fucking desk, then what? And see, you know, let me tell you something about these fucking psychopaths. Last year I was making up to $1,600 a week, and I said this in the video before. Last week I was making up to $1,600 a week. Maybe them niggas allowed me to make up to $1,600 a week because they wanted me to take the money and then go and leverage this and own this. Then I was supposed to own the property, and then I was supposed to go take my 15 grand and buy a truck and go back into trucking business. So maybe if they was hacking the computer the whole time and routing me around the whole time, I didn't make no money anyway unless they gave it to me. So they feel entitled over my car. We gave that nigga the $1,600, so we gonna bug the car, have a nigga come around and zap the fucking computer, make him bring it to the Nissan dealer so we can check it out. Tell him we need to do a cabin air filter so that we can motherfucking put us tracking device in the dash. Have the cop come over and fuck with the wheel well and put this in because they feel they own my car. This is what I'm trying to explain. This shit is some psychopath shit, whether it's Schneider National or them plus others. Why the fuck are these people doing this shit? I still do not comprehend why, bro. I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong with these people. I don't know what the goal is here. I don't get it. What has happened is you was talking to a dickhead. Let's be frank. You spoke to a hating ass pussy. The hating ass pussy told you propaganda. You ran with the ball on that propaganda. Because as I mentioned in my video yesterday, once you start making money here, you get an ultimatum eventually. Are you going to join the active political science? And if you say no, then you go but so far. And everybody wants greed. That's why the Illuminati nigga got in my car and said, after I said, I don't think so, he said, well, what about greed? Why would he ask me that question subsequently to what he said? Because he understands the nature of fucking people. And like the lady said in the Crimson Cure video the other day, she said, many people cannot drink from the cup of power and not get drunk. I can drink from the cup of power and not get drunk because I realize I'm powerless without the Creator. I don't need to get drunk off of power. I already know my power goes but so far. Only power I got is over my children. I don't got power over no women. I don't got power over them. This chick right here, I don't got power over nobody. All I got is power to get in this car right now, drive that shit, try to have an agenda to make ends meet for the end of the day. And even if my children look at me, because they're my children, and they know that they're my children, they may show some deference and say, well, my dad got some power over me if he come around and talk to me. And even that's been taken away with their games. So even if my children still say they're going to show deference, that's the only power I got. And I ain't even exercising that. So I really don't know what the fuck the problem is. But at the end of the motherfucking day, this whole country is one big military base. If you're not in New York City, if you're not in Chicago, if you're not in a major city, you're basically living in what is called, what they would say a police state, but it's not a police state for whites. So I don't want to call it a police state because they live in a totally different life simultaneously to us. They living in a totally fucking different dimension at the same time. Because they not coming outside with their trunk open every fucking week. So he says, are you talking to me? I said, nah, I'm talking to myself. So if it ain't him doing it, then guess what? The Schneider National niggas opening the car. Why? Because now he's there. See, these people are fucking faggots. And when they jump on the white supremacy bandwagon, they know that they got a whole country worth of white supremacists that's going to back them up. So they're never wrong. And they're going to pay people off. I even went to an attorney to talk to an attorney about fucking what happened to me at the courthouse. And then within that week, I called them, let's say on a Monday or a Tuesday, like a year and a half, 2 years ago. About a year and a half ago. The niggas, all of a sudden the nigga was motherfucking on TV, getting a press release. My career's finally making it, man. I'm finally got it, man. I'm finally getting recognized. I got a press release. If I fuck with this guy, I might fuck that up, man. My career is going well. Let me not answer the phone. Then his secretary calls me, Mr. So-and-so can't meet you now. Can we reschedule for Monday? The Monday comes. Oh, well, he can't meet you now. Yeah, he's too busy trying to be a star now. So that he can't actually get the fucking business and do what the fuck he really needs to do to help people. But that's not what he's going to do. He's going to cater to his own greed. That's what he's going to do. And powerful men know that they can buy people like motherfucking peaches and plums and lemons and apples and chew them up and throw them away. So we're gonna keep posting. We're gonna keep posting the harassments. Yo, how you know that you didn't press the button, man? I didn't ever press the button. Let's say I did press the button. I pressed the button twice in a whole week. Twice in 1 week. I go outside, my fucking trunk is open. Twice in 1 week, my trunk is open. But it's open more than likely the day before the faggot ass nigga with the Schneider National truck leaves. And then the day that he comes back in town, whatever, let's say come back in town 2 o'clock in the morning, the trunk is open when he's parked outside. I don't know what the fuck is really wrong with these people. I really don't. And to be quite honest with you, I got questions to ask people to get an idea of what's going on, and I don't even want to ask because it's not my fucking business. I don't even care no more. I've cared about people too fucking much. That's why everybody's shit is being dumped on me. This bitch is an asshole. Her family is full of assholes taking risks. She takes a risk, they blame it on me. This bitch is a fucking asshole. She listening to dickhead people, don't want to build a life out of fear. Now, it's my problem. Everything is my fault. I don't know many people that can say that they got credentials. See, in order to get credentials, you got to do the work. In order to do the work, you not only have to do the work, but you have to submit proof that you've done the work. So all my degrees and certifications and licenses, I had to put work in. If a nigga told me that I was a liar and I cheated on the mortgage test, which they got a white man, and before this whole video is done, let me tell y'all something about what the fuck these white people be doing. They be paying people to get in my car or come around me and say and do shit, making inferences. And then when I repeat the inference, they use it as, oh, you see, he's this, or he does that, or he's been doing this. You're the one bringing people around making inference, and because I'm intelligent enough and intuitive enough to see it, I'm doing that, or I'm a part of that, or I know, and see, we got them to it. This is some psychobabble bullshit. I'm driving Lyft, so I get a call one day, and they want me to pick somebody up from the hotel at the Underground in Atlanta. So the Underground is here, and right across the street there's a little hotel, and then you make the left if you're going westbound, and then you make a loop. So I picked the two old fucking people up, a black nigga and his wife. So he gets in my car, and we start talking a little bit, and we start talking a little bit about Bill Cosby. I said, how you feel about Bill Cosby? Because he's around that age. And he was talking, and then he just changed the subject, and he's like, yeah, man, a lot of people go and they file claims down at the courthouse, and when they file claims at the courthouse, they feel that they're gonna win, but if they get charged for murder, they better get an attorney. I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? Why is he saying that? I don't know. I don't give a fuck. Inferences. See, people want to destroy you when you won't submit to white supremacy. They want to destroy you when they feel that you are a power that may be competition, or you won't comply, right? So if I won't comply with active political science, then I'm the enemy. We spoke about that in the last video. So they try to come up with any reason, anything that they can think of, they're going to come up with it and try and make it real so that you don't get far, because you won't submit to the active political science, i.e. the white supremacy. No bullshit. I'm going to go there. I respect you. I'm not a hater. I love people. Why the fuck does Nicki Minaj have to wear pink hair, knowing that she influences over 22 million black bitches? Black women, black females, excuse me. Why do you have to go around? All throughout history, Marilyn Monroe, she wore maybe a blonde hair, what they call a dirty blonde, if she was a dirty blonde, or they wear blonde and black, or they wear a natural color. Why are we putting on wigs that are purple and green and pink, knowing that we influence our demographic to do so? You know that you are a major influencer, so why are you influencing these people by what you know that they're going to follow you? So why are you wearing pink wigs? Now, all these young girls are putting on pink wigs, and how are you going to have on a pink wig and be a lawyer? How are you going to have on a pink wig and be a doctor at the job, professional? It's not even that they putting it on like temporarily. They wearing it every day. And even if you're wearing it, how you going to get a professional job if you wearing a pink wig when you leave? Let's say you want to be somebody in society, and you take the pink wig off, and then you go to the job interview and you get the job, and then on Saturday you wearing a fucking pink wig, Sunday you wearing a pink wig, a red wig. Why do black people gotta keep going through this shit? Why do we gotta continue being the fucking laughingstock of the goddamn globe? And when you stand up against it, bro, you come outside and they open the trunk of your car. When you stand up against it, they run around town and tell people not to give you a job because you love your fucking people. Because guess what? My children gotta check the fucking black box. And I'ma say it again. I don't give a fuck how much money you got if you black. You still black. So what a little dumb nigga is gonna do right now, 12-year-old is gonna do right now in Chicago, is still associated with you, whether you got the highest degree or title in the fucking world. Cause you ain't them. You can't check the white box. And even if you get $1 billion in your lifetime and your children don't know what the fuck to do with it, and they lose it all in 2, 3, 4 generations, then what did you work for? What's the benefit of your title? Turns to nil. And that's why I give a shit. You know why? Because I have 3 children. And they gotta check the black box. And if they gotta check the black box, let's say that white man says, we're gonna give you $1 billion, B. And I get the $1 billion, but my children are being shaped and molded by social engineering and the political science. And they now doing the dumbest of shit regardless. Because I've been so busy chasing and being instead of caring. And then now they're so fucking pompous because they have everything. They're so self-entitled. They're not humble. And they're spoiled. So I wrote that shit in my song. Now I'm mad for being honest about my position as a black man within this society. Once they become spoiled, they don't know what to do. They can't go back to black because they grew up in a white neighborhood. They're not white, so they don't fit in. And then you wonder why they're self-entitled and they spend all their money in consumption anyway. Whether they down at the bottom as poor, or they high at the top as rich, or they in the middle trying to trying to, what they call it? Fake it till you make it. Why don't people want to fucking just realize that the real problem is this black and white shit, period? That's the whole fucking real problem, bro. There are no white people. There are no black people. You have melanated people. You have non-melanated people. You have heavily melanated people. You have albinoid people. They call people whose skin changes from dark to light albinos. The original use of the word albino was basically for people who had no melanin. So this whole white and black shit is a socio-political terminology, and look at the dangers. The psychological dangers of having to live within this shit. It gets people to hate you so much because you're intelligent but darkly melanated, so that you think you smart. Then they fuck you over because they want you to be in a place that they want you to be in. And then when you don't fall into that category and they look fucking stupid, then they running around fucking with your car. They running around fucking with your property. They running around breaking in your place. You know why Schneider National broke into my motherfucking place in January? They broke into place in January because they was trying to run around and find the data. That's why when I went to the nigga in North Carolina, they put a tape in the truck that said data destruction required. So they was hoping and praying that I wouldn't take the videos of the harassment and use them. That's why I had to take 2 to 3 weeks off and process the videos immediately in March. So that the videos can be comprehensive and well put together so they can be posted on YouTube, because they know they're in violation. That's why they put a tape that says data destruction required. Now I'm tired of my careers being sabotaged by these white supremacists. I'm tired of these people trying to make me somebody I'm not, because it's easy to make a nigga look like shit. And I'm tired of them playing the fucking race card, because they're white, they're right. And I know this guy and I know that guy. I know mad fucking people, man. I don't come from Green Bay fucking Wisconsin that look like some old cottage place in Germany. I don't come from no little fucking place like Atlanta, which is the size of Brooklyn, New York, surrounded by a whole bunch of New Jersey towns and suburbs. I come from a real urban center where people mind their fucking business. And everybody's not running around trying to destroy you because of your color, or they feel you're too smart because of your color. I'm tired of this fucking shit. And it's gonna stop. It's gonna fucking stop. When? I don't know, but it doesn't fucking matter. You people are just some white supremacists. You got a fucking problem with somebody? Why don't you handle your problem with who you got a problem with? Don't dump your problem on somebody that you want to dump your problems on because it makes you fucking feel good. It's wrong. Stop trying to fuck with people because you can. It's wrong. And they're getting away with it only because they white, bro. Only because they got money. So we all know the history of this nation. And the history of this nation is that the blacks have been brought here to be a perpetual profit base for the white civilization of this nation forever. Willie Lynch, page 3. That's why Schneider National kept sending me north to Big Island or Grand Island, Virginia, north to motherfucking Lynchburg, and then had me go pick up in Lynchburg after, because they done read my book. And they know it's true that this is all fucking black slavery. And all the money that these people are shuffling around is from slave labor. When they find people that are cognizant enough to understand that and then want to resist in the best interest of the future of their children, they start to harass you and break into your vehicle and break into your home and break into your car as you're a threat. How the fuck are you a threat when they're a threat to the survival of your family? So if they're a threat to the survival of my family and I'm a threat because I'm intelligent, then I fucking don't belong here. So the only solution to this problem is separation. I've never done nothing to you but learn who you are. If you mad at who you are and what y'all have done, maybe you need to atone for that somehow. That's your insecurity. And you're going to take your insecurities for creating the situations for your profitability, and then now you're going to dump it on the same victim. And then you're going to play victim. This is just one system of narcissism. One grand narcissistic nation. Because they will never atone for what they've done. So I'm going to say it again. Proposal for reparations. Until white people in this land go to their government. And first of all, let me debunk this whole bullshit that they keep saying. Why should I pay for some niggas? I ain't never enslaved no blacks. Why should my tax money go to this? Let me tell you something, white people who are uneducated. Your tax money goes to your slave owner that purchased your birth certificate at birth. Once you was born and you got a birth certificate, it was sold on Wall Street. So your taxes that you work for don't go back to the government. That's why we have over trillions of dollars in motherfucking national debt, you fucking moron. So when you start talking this shit about you don't want niggas to get reparations because you didn't enslave nobody, why you taking on the personal issue of the fucking federal government that condoned and regulated the slavery? If they can come up with $1.5 trillion to boost the war, start one and continue one, then they can come up with at least $2 trillion to give niggas some money. And it ain't coming out your pocket. It's being borrowed by the Federal Reserve, just like the budget is every year. So stop the shit about why should you pay for it. You're not paying for nothing, bro. You're paying for Afghanistan people to get money. Y'all just pay for Chinese people to get a bunch of money from this white boy shooting up some people up in Woodstock. Some Chinese people up in Woodstock. Y'all just gave millions of dollars to the Oriental community. You ain't bitching. Why you not going and saying, I'm not paying for these Chinese people to do this? Because they trying to soothe the point where this dude don't get the fucking electric chair for fucking race crimes, hate crimes. So of course, y'all don't mind paying that $1 million. It's gonna save a white life from the chair. Why y'all not running around talking about all these people coming over here and getting grants and shit and doing business and moving into your neighborhoods? You got Arabs moving in your neighborhoods, Indians moving in your neighborhoods, Chinese moving in your... Y'all don't say nothing. But just because you black, y'all don't want to compensate the niggas. What's this hate against these niggas? These niggas picked y'all cotton. My family cut the cane, bro. Why y'all hate us so much? And we built this shit for you. No matter where we are in the world, we built this shit for you. And you hate us so bad, bro. How you hate some fucking people that gave you everything you fucking have? And all we trying to do is survive. And we don't even fucking deserve that, bro. This shit is fucking sick. So here goes the plan. Anybody who's 18 and over, reparations, they deserve 25 grand because they have no education. All they're gonna do is take the fucking money and do some dumb shit and make black people look like shit after they've been repaired. So they get 25 grand. Anybody without a high school diploma, they get 25 grand. If they have dependents, they get 10 grand each. That's a buffer. If they're intelligent, they're going to take that money and turn to an intelligent black person and ask, I'm going to finish this video, and ask them what to do with the little money they got, because they're going to have a minimum of $25,000 in order to reinvest, and they can go to somebody and say, sir, what do I do? And then they can get help from a fucking black professional that's willing to help them, and they can learn something. If you got a black person that's born in this country, they get $50,000 if they have a bachelor's degree. This is the reparations plan that I've created. If they have an MBA, they get $75,000 to $100,000 cash. If they have a PhD, they get $100,000 to $125,000 cash reparations. Why do the reparations program that way? Because we need the educated people to be well compensated to give a shit about the uneducated people. That's why. The government made it illegal for all minorities to read, and most people around the world can't read, and even in America still can't damn read. So the fact that they made it illegal for us to read, which is what the problem is in the community right now, most of these people are fucking illiterate and they can't even try to read in order to step themselves up into a better place. So thank God for the people like my parents who did decide to go to college to encourage me to go to college. Even though I didn't get shit in the white world, I became intelligent and gained knowledge of self. So it is highly important for us to go to college. And by compensating the people who have gone, we can do something to contribute to the community. Because we're not even getting enough stable white jobs after we get a degree to really even pump back into your fidelity and be able to partake in financial benefits. Only way it's going to come is if we band together and start helping each other, which the guy at the gym said he's not going to do. So I'm glad to take my reparations check and be intelligent with my shit. We need school student loan forgiveness for every black person who is in student loan debt, and we need free college education for black people born in this country for the next 100 years, because they made 400 years we couldn't read. That way these niggas don't got no excuse why they're not going to school. Oh, I don't got no school, I can't afford it. No, this garbage. You made it illegal for people to have knowledge. So now you need to compensate them for that regulation. And you need to now say these people need to be educated for 100 years for free. All we're going to do is take the money and pump it right back in the system anyway. I can give this lady 25 grand reparations check. She get the check. She go to fucking the furniture store and buy 25 G's worth of furniture. That's her choice. But you can't say that you did not compensate. And I know by law you don't need to compensate property. You were property, so why should we compensate you? And that's the real conundrum of the whole reparations conversation. It's not about whether whites are going to pay taxes and the taxes are going to go to blacks that didn't enslave. The issue is, how do you compensate property when property is ownership of someone else? That's why every other demographic gets a check, because they were never actual property of these people. So they have to compensate them as human beings. But you were property by law, so they don't have to compensate property. It's a conundrum of fucking law. How can you compensate a chair? If I buy a chair and the chair says you broke me, how do I pay a chair? I own it. And that's the entitlement and the conundrum of this whole conversation. So until white people, quote unquote, white people in this nation en masse go to Washington, D.C., and petition this program that I just stated on this video, because this is the only real way you're going to get reparations out these people. You can't keep doing studies and studies and studies. It's not going to work. People like my mother, she don't have no dependents. She has a bachelor's degree. Give her $50,000. Give her student loan relief. And then you now credited her, then you debit the nation she comes from. She came from the Caribbean was dominated by England, so you give her a $50,000 credit, and then you take a $50,000 debit from a fund that is designed for reparations for minorities. Why is this so fucking hard, bro? And you know what the worst part about it is? When you learn banking and you understand fucking compound interest, it's not like they just can't dump $30 trillion in a big ass global account and then use the interest money to make this payment. So they intentionally keeping you broke and not repairing you to frustrate you on purpose to keep the system going. Because as long as you're frustrated, you're gonna get ill. As long as you're frustrated, you're gonna be depressed. As long as you're frustrated, you're gonna be yelling like I am right now in my motherfucking car. And then you might go hit somebody, and then you might go do something, and then you end up in trouble. And that's why I'm not doing none of that. I'd rather post a video showing that these people are harassing me, keep opening my trunk and shit, and fucking with my personal vehicle when I'm inside, showing me that they got control. This is all this is about. We got control over you. You think you somebody? I'm gonna come over here and open your trunk. I'm gonna come over here and send this guy to smoke weed while you on the set, and then stand next to you to show you who you really are. I'm gonna fuck up your income because you ain't gonna come work for us no more, and I'm gonna go send you to a place to go work, and when you go there to work, we're gonna send people who we think that you are next to you. We're gonna send people next to you to show who you really are. Who the fuck are you to tell me who I am? Who the fuck is strangers to tell me who I am and what I've done with my life? I don't get it. If you want to know the truth about somebody, you call them, you dialogue with them, you ask questions. You don't make you don't surmise shit from somebody else's idea, and then you fucking want to come around and make it real. This is bullshit. Everybody that fucking knows me, well, you say anything about me. Yo, what you think about Brandon? They're like, Brandon? I think I don't do that. It's cool, man. That's Brandon. You know. For some reason, I moved down south, and I'm this big bad guy with a bad intention, and I'm this and I'm that. Who the fuck is carrying this narrative? And then when they piss you off and provoke you to wrath and provoke you to wrath and provoke you to wrath, you know what you say after a while? Motherfucker, let me ask you a question. If you want it to be fucking Halloween and you want to see Jason and Freddy, and Jason and Freddy is not here, you keep calling the boogeyman and keep calling for the nigga in the mirror, you gonna see him. So you keep trying to paint this picture of me being a bad person in the South, a bad person in Atlanta. I picked up a white man one day. I was dropping him off over here in Dunwoody. He questioned me all these stupid ass fucking questions about why I'm here. I told him the answer. I said, my friend Sean moved here. He told me to come here, but for some reason he fucking died the week before I got here. You know what the white man says, yo? So why did you stay here? Whoa. You don't even say, yo, man, I'm sorry to hear your friend died, or... It's like, so if your friend was dead, why the fuck did you come here? Why the fuck they got a personal vendetta against me down here? What have I done to these people down here? What the fuck have I done to these fucking people? They won't answer. But they keep fucking with you. And they keep fucking with you. And they keep fucking defaming your character. And they keep talking shit about you. And the worst part is, I don't even want to give a shit about them. They keep coming around doing dumb shit and I'm talking about them. So every more you talk about them, they're relevant. And they're irrelevant. But the real problem is that I reached out. I reached out to a lot of prominent people over the past 12 to 24 months. And they've gotten wind of my circumstance. And that's why these people are up in the ante. Because I was supposed to shut the fuck up, let them do their hate, and then fall into the program, the political science program. I was supposed to get mad and then, yo, I'm pissed off, yo, I'm gonna do this like a dumb nigga. And then go out here and do some dumb shit, and then they just rope you in and then put you in a box. And we got rid of that guy. But they can't get rid of me because I'm not here to be getting rid of like a fucking roach. I'm a human being with responsibilities. And whoever's trying to treat me like a fucking roach, they wouldn't like it if I did the same shit to their daughters or their sons or their nephews or their brother or their dad. So I don't know who the fuck these people are think they got the right to do this shit to me. If they have a fucking problem with somebody, do it. And you know what's fucked up? Before I get off this video, I was writing my album and I had left, I had gotten a job, and all of a sudden they sent me over to a trucking terminal on Moreland Avenue, the Allegiant Security from Decatur. So I was sitting there, I was writing one song. I was writing that song for my first album. Style in a light, never wicked in a mind, and style off go. So I was writing that song. And the truck nigga pulls in, and he jumps up like, yo man, how much money you make? He was like, oh, I make $1,000 a week. I said, $1,000 a week doing what? He said, I just run from here, up there, and come back. That's it. I said, shit, that's better than me sitting here doing security. I sat on it for a second. Then they had me there for a little while, just sitting there. In retrospect, somebody told Allegiance Security to put me at that terminal. See, this is what I'm talking about, people manipulating your careers, trying to paint a picture because you're poor. See, when you're poor, there could be a huge maze over here, but as long as I put you, because you the poor mouse, you a mouse, so you poor, I control you, I put you over on this side because I know where the open slot is. And then if you look like you trying to get to the open spot and you're going to get out the maze, I control the maze, so I just slam down the door that's going to let you get out, and then I open another door, and now you running back this way, and then I'll say, see, this mouse is stupid. He ran into the wall, he must be stupid. And I'm the one controlling the doors of the maze. So that's why for the past few months, man, especially after this bitch done lied on me and said I raped my daughter to get custody, and her lawyer showed pictures of my penis all over the motherfucking courtroom. I don't know what the purpose of that was. I really had to sit down and think about what type of people in this world are these. And they're coming in all shades and colors, so there's not just whites. I've been dealing with a lot of just people that just do some horrific shit, and they feel self-justified. So whoever's running the propaganda in regard to me personally, they must be doing an excellent job. And I'm gonna say, yesterday I had a video and I addressed it. I said, you know what? I'm blessed by the Creator, but I'm still gonna give you your props though. Still gonna give you your credit. You some devious, savvy people, man, and you know your game, and I respect it. That's why I'm at the point right now. Honestly, I don't know what I've done in your nation other than be free. If I'm born in it, my father told me, you don't know what I had to do to become an American citizen. I told you what I had to do, a family tree one day in college or in high school, and I sat down with my dad, and he told me about how he came to America, which is why I wrote that song. My father left Jamaica, flew to Canada to chill, all of that to touch the U.S. and the mighty dollar bill. And I learned what my father had to go through to come here. And every time I saw my father told me straight, you don't ever let nobody in this place tell you you do not deserve the rights of an American citizen. You exercise your rights as a citizen, because I fought to be a citizen so you can be a citizen. So as a citizen, I have the right to own property. Now, if I live in New York and the property is $90 million, and I can't afford it, but I can go buy a house for $2,000 in Louisiana somewhere, that's called ownership. So when you look at the balance sheet, someone can always say, what do you own? And then I'll say, I own a small house in Louisiana. I bought it for $2,000 in 1998. And they can say, well, this guy's owner of a free and clear property. That's good. You have assets. So how come when I come out in the country to start building assets, I got people following me around like I have a negative intention? You know why? Because as a nigger, I ain't supposed to know about wealth. See, as a nigger, I'm not out here trying to build wealth. What I'm doing out here, I'm trying to do something wrong. See, that's the insecurity of the white man. Because he don't raise niggers, not black people, not melanated, intelligent people. He's raised niggers. And his nigger slaves followed the program. You're going to be a drug dealer by the time you 13. You probably going to shoot your homeboy by the time you 17. Then you're going to get locked up by the time you 18. You're going to get a felony by the time you 22. Then you're going to be a criminal, and we can put you in prison to work for less, or we can fuck up your life so when you come home, you still ain't going to be no professional. You ain't going to be shit. You're not going to do nothing. And then that keeps you in your neighborhood because you can't afford to get out to go buy properties in Buckhead and buy properties in Jasper County that are valuable, like 100 acres, and you ain't gonna be able to move nowhere and do shit. You're gonna be back in slavery. Well, I didn't fall into the program. They're looking at me like, how the fuck this nigga got through? He knew this guy. He know this guy. This guy got caught. This guy got in trouble. This guy got in trouble. Who the fuck is he? Why he ain't get in trouble? Well, he ain't get in trouble. That nigga's a mortgage loan originator right now. Mortgages, well, you can't trust him. Look at the fucking people he knows. I'm my own man. I'm my own person. I know mad people. I know a lot of people that haven't never been in trouble. Why don't you look at them and ask them questions? Why are you trying to cherry pick, like I said in another video, why are you trying to cherry pick people who've gotten in trouble that I know, and then that's all you talk about? That sounds like active political science. That's what it sounds like to me. So when you talk to people about this shit, they're like, well, Brandon, man, what the fuck make you so important, bro? I don't know who you think you are. You going nuts, B. And I just shake my head because they don't understand. They're not doing this. They're not trying to do legitimate business. They're not trying to be a billionaire. You know what they're trying to do? They're trying to go to work, go to sleep, and get back up to go to work again. They're not trying to be an entrepreneur. They're not filing permits with the FAA to fly to have your own personal aircraft. They don't even got the balls to do it. Like I told you, my father told me, you are an American citizen. This is your nation. So if this is my nation, I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna move freely. And then you come out here moving freely, and then these white people be like, who is this fucking nigger moving freely? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. He might get the other niggers to move freely. And it starts here. You know, wealth starts in the mind. It can't manifest into the ether until it's already here. So if this dude got his mind right, he might get these other niggas' mind right. Now that's the real fucking problem. That's why they want to know why'd you come down here. That's what why'd you stay? But they not getting in trouble for being bigots though. They're not getting in trouble for being racists. They're not getting in trouble for creating entrapment programs. They're not getting in trouble for using guilty by association to get other people to join their racism in order to just stunt my progress because I'm doing too fucking well in their system, and most niggas ain't doing that, you know? So you talk to other people like, yo, man, so-and-so moved down there from New York, man, he doing good, yo, B. I don't know why you going through all this shit. Something must be wrong with you. See how it goes? So ain't nothing wrong with me. The issue is wrong with him. He's coming down here doing what the whites down here want him to do, or the whites in this nation want him to do. Run after women, lose all his money running after women, and going to work to keep doing the same thing over and over and over again and get into nowhere. And that way, it's just like the plantation. You're down here sleeping around, procreating. They're getting to sell the certificate on Wall Street, enslaving your daughter or your son, and then you sitting around hoping and praying, and then keep escaping. I'm at work 2 days ago. The black dude's like, hey, man, after this, I got to get some money, man. Listen, I got to have us a good time, man. I'm going to give me some Alizé. Then he going to ask the old white man, 55-year-old white man, hey, you want to come with us to the bar and get a drink? This is what the fuck these niggas live for. They not living to build no wealth. So when they find a dude that's building wealth, who's buying 6 acres in a white county and don't give a shit. You know I don't give a shit? Because I'm an American citizen. That's why. Y'all not gonna scare me with race-ism. I have a right to buy that property. But I'm a nigga, so I shouldn't know how. And all the psychological accosting, and all of the social accosting, and all of the hateful accosting, because a nigga and you're supposed to do this, or they had a program. I was telling the dude, I read a book when I was 22 years old. It said that the government has a program for every generation. So every generation that comes out, they make a plan to control it before. That's why they label my generation Generation X, then it was Generation Y, then it was Generation Z, then it was Millennials. And then they came up with this idea, millennials are fucking dumb, because they all grew up with the smartphone. Let's just call anyone from X back up to now just millennials. That way we can discredit all of them. I was even talking to my homeboy 7 months ago. I was like, yo, son, I'm Generation X. He's like, nah, son, Generation X is millennials, son. I was like, nah, Generation X is not millennials, nigga. If I know how to use a damn payphone, I know what it's like to not have a smartphone, I know how it's like to not even have a beeper, I am not a millennial. He was like, nah, man, they changed the rules. You're a millennial now. Yeah, because that discounts you as intelligent. It makes you sound like you're stupid and you don't know anything. And it's a cover-up to cover up all the intelligent black men that took risks between 1981 and 1998 that fucking are now coming home, and they're going to tell a story. So I'm one of the niggas to tell a story, because that's the generation gap that's been missing. My generation has been missing. So shout out to the female from the Crimson Cure on YouTube. You know why? Because she's of my generation, and that's why she's so passionate. And like I tell people all the time, maybe y'all don't understand political science, but they knew that it takes 20 years. If you read the Willie Lynch article, he explains that the objective is to dominate the psyche of the slave. So they realize that they want this psychological trauma and control to last forever. That is the goal. But it can't last forever. So they have realized through observance that every 20 years, the spell is broken. And people begin to revisit who they are, and it doesn't work. So they got to reinstitute it again every 20 years or right before. It's called overlap. So if I know that within 20 years, you're not going to be my slave no more, you're going to wake up, then I got to do something in 15 so that by 20, you didn't come out of it. So I said to myself, I said one day, I said, yo, Malcolm X died in 65, 20 plus 65 is motherfucking 85. So all of a sudden, crack comes in the black neighborhood at 81, 82, 83, and then starts on fire by 85. Well, after they made this stupid ass movie, with Wesley Snipes. If y'all people ain't waking up to this active political science and realizing that there's people out here who are so highly intelligent that they being targeted, bro. I've never done shit to nobody. And anybody who thinks I have, you can even go back to New York City, Brooklyn, and ask everybody I've known, what type of person is this? And they'll fucking tell you, this nigga he went to college. He's the one that went to college. He's the one that motherfucking tried to made us feel bad sometimes because he went to school and we didn't go. But you know what's funny about it? He just a nigga now. He just like us. So that's why we never went. Because we're not going to join the active fucking political science of white supremacy. And that's why they never tried. That's why they never went. But it's all this color shit. Because they dark as fuck. So they figure, I'm a darkie. If I go do this shit, what's my chances of fucking really surviving with the white people? Maybe like fucking 40 to 30%, 40 to 50, 45%. Let me just fall back and just play the hood. And that's what they did. I'm the light one. I'm the mongrel mixed, what they say in Africa? I'm the mixed breed. So maybe I can get through. You know, I go to the college. Oh, well, you know this guy. You know this darky over here. He ain't doing shit. You know this darky over here. He ain't doing shit. Well, these darkies ain't doing shit because they have an intrinsic low self-esteem because they're in a white nation. And they don't feel comfortable. So they just playing the position, following the program. So I try, and they said, well, you know this guy, he's a darky. Oh, he know this guy, he's a darky. Oh, these darkies did this and these darkies did that. So, nah, the reality is that from Jump Street, from I was in my sophomore year of college, sophomore, junior year of college, motherfuckers saw me write a legal brief, and that legal brief showed that I would not support the active political science. And that was it. So now they fuck up your life now. Because they don't want you to be a success because they know you're going to help niggas. It's just really sad that, to be quite honest with you, this whole system is about maintaining the separation between whites and blacks and maintaining the wealth gap between whites and blacks. That's all it is. That's all it has been. That's all it is. It will be. And when you talk about it for what it is, you're the enemy. You supposed to shut up, cause Master say, I ain't supposed to say nothing right now. Master say, I'm not supposed to see that. So I'm going to go back, put my head down. Master don't want me to see that. But then when you have people like Malcolm saying it's time to separate because he already saw where we're going. He was the enemy for saying separate. If I go to people right now and I say black people need to separate, oh, what's wrong with him, man? This guy's crazy. He's a rebel. He's this, he's that. Because the objective has never been for niggas to separate. The objective is for niggas to come here and then be slaves forever for the benefit of the citizens of this nation. And that's when they decided to shoot Martin Luther King when he said that right there. That's why Tupac got killed. Because he put it in his fucking album, Machiavelli. The fucking Martin Luther King speech that said, we are to be the servants for the real citizens of this nation. So I don't care who you are. You could be a black fucking judge. You could be fucking Obama. You are not a citizen of this nation. Because I thought I was, and I fucking bought a beauty salon in Hamtramck, Michigan for $750 after they fucked my truck up because God blessed me. And then every time God blesses me, they come and take it away. Because I'm a nigga. I don't get to be treated as a fucking citizen. So why you make all these videos? I make them to see what the fuck is going on with my children, to see what the fuck going on with their father. When his father's not there. I make these videos because if I was ever going to a courtroom with these people, all they're gonna do is just shut me up and then play a fucking horse and carriage game. They'll never listen. They'll just play their fucking active policies. With their robe and posing around and standing around order, or that's all bullshit intimidation tactics, bro. And I talked about it in my songs. Intimidation tactic philosophy. That's why I'm so hated, bro. Because all they got right now out here is a whole bunch of niggas that's just chasing women, bro. And the women don't even need them. And when I was in my second divorce, I raised the fact that the Women's Property Rights Acts of the 1970s has usurped the basic nature of the need for a marital contract, making all marital contracts since the passing of the Federal Women's Rights Acts as null and void. So every subsequent adhesion contract that's been created, whether it's a child support payment or anything else on behalf of the population in general, has been under coercion, just under duress and fraud on behalf of the federal and local governments, and they're still doing it. And you wonder why they would want to keep opening the trunk of my fucking car. This nigga knows the law. And that's why we hated him from 2000 when he wrote that brief, and that's why we shut that nigga's fucking major down. So we're gonna follow him around and try to make him look like a fucking radical crazy by provoking him with this bullshit. And then we're white, so we're gonna keep doing it from behind closed doors. We're going to pop up and do this. He's going to get mad. We record it. We say he's mad and crazy. And I'm going to say this straight up. How the fuck is Kanye West a billionaire, but he's stupid? Crazy. How the fuck is Michael Jackson so rich, but he's fucking insane? How the fuck so I'll stop there. You know what it takes to be a billionaire, bro? You got to put up with all this white supremacy. And you got to endure it. And then you got to succumb to it because of the pressure, which I'm telling you right now. They telling me if you don't succumb to the pressure, all your greatness is going to go for nil because you're a fucking nigga. You don't look like him.